Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of Homebrewed Same Old Fears. So, last time, you guys said goodbye to Lady Acreal. You got on the road. You encountered Maria and her family in a farmhouse. And it was real cheery stuff.
Pretty sad.
You guys decided not to stay the night. I'm not quite sure why. But yeah. And you left, you camped overnight. Chava heard a gunshot in the woods. You guys had to talk to your sword. You traveled another day. You set up camp. You encountered Harkon. That went well.
Ish.
We're not dead.
And then you entered the gorge. You saw some Skelemans.
Giant rib cage.
Yeah, a giant rib cage and a skull.
Yeah.
As you guys kind of moved towards the field of Skelemans, Granny and Gary disappeared briefly. And Granny encountered Lady Shadowborn, the former wielder of the Black Woe, or Ebonbane, who gave upon her a task and a way to destroy the Not All Swords, hashtag Not All Swords. It's not even.
Definitely this sword.
For sure, this sword.
And set upon her and Granny's new friends to get the 3 keys scattered around the manor. They did so, and Granny faded back in to Kartakas. And then that's where we'll pick up on a stream notes note. Barry and Holly, or Holly and therefore Barry, will not be joining us for the rest of the campaign, but Marty and Chava will be. So, but let's start with Barry. So, as you approach the outskirts of the catacombs and the skeletons grow thick, out of the center of their mass, a bright light appears, searing the skeletons immediately around it and causing the others to scatter. A path of bright light and verdant grass is carved through the skeletons, leading directly to your party. Out of what just looks like a crack in time, a beautiful black stallion with an iridescent horn walks through, and around him is just a bright shimmering aura. And where the mists touch, they immediately burn and just disappear. So around him, there is no mist. For the first time since you guys have been here, there's an area of no mist. And the unicorn charges forward towards you guys, just disintegrating skeletons. Barry's familiar, in its kind of standard form, a Nephi, turns to look at all of you, and a deep, clear, commanding voice that is nothing like her own echoes from her mouth and says, Barry, I wish to thank you for your efforts in this dark place, but, and I beg all of your forgiveness, my power fades every second I am in this dread land. I have but strength to bring one of you home, and I need her. And he'll gesture at Barry. Barry puts on a brave and serious face and kind of nods. And one by one, she asks all of you for a hug. And hugs you tightly. She ends by wrapping her arms around Gary. And would anyone like to say anything to Barry before she leaves?
As she goes up to hug Granny, Granny will squeeze her very tight, and then kind of like through her tears, like take her hand and like press a little Granny candy in there and says, "Be brave, darling. Be brave."
She'll kind of nod excitedly and kind of clutch it to her chest. And then she skips over to Charlie the Unicorn.
I will tell her. First, it was nice that you asked. And travel well, little one. And may your next leap be your leap home.
She skips over to the unicorn, hesitates, and looks back, tears forming in her eyes, and says, "Thank you all for everything." And they disappear in a cloud of sparkles.
You all also saw that, right?
Well, I've seen some pretty weird things in the past couple of hours, but that one was definitely up there.
Yeah. Is there still a path through these skeletons?
There is still a path of green, and the mist is slowly kind of reforming there, but there is still a path through the skeletons.
I think we might want to hurry.
Book it!
All right. Granny will start hobbling down the path.
Yep.
Okay.
Sassy's going right after her.
Okay.
And 50 feet behind is Gary.
And a goblin on his back who doesn't really want to move on his own right now.
Okay. You guys get about 50 feet away from the rib cage before the skeletons kind of start to regroup and start to crowd around you guys again. So, roll initiative.
Oh, jeez. I got a 13.
10.
11.
I believe the kids call it a dirty 20.
Sorry, Granny and Ank, you got 10 and 11? Who got 10?
Yep.
Who got 11?
I got 10.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Right. Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Chava, the Skeleton Slayer, I believe they called you in college.
Yeah.
You get to go first.
I really need things to have minds to beguile. Not their strong suit. Okay, good. To the whichever one is coming nearest to impeding our path,
Mm-hmm.
I will say you are nothing but a bag of bones, and viciously mock it. I hope it is bad and it should feel bad, and make a wisdom save.
Such a terrible bag of bones. You don't even have the bag.
I believe this
That was better, Unk. I should use that. This is a wisdom save 15.
Yeah, I believe that's what the kids would call a dirty 1. So.
Oh. Oh, does it have minuses?
Yeah.
Nice. It is 4 psychic damage. But that one will have disadvantage on its next attack.
Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare. Okay.
Is there any progress to be made, or are we being beset by all sides and have to deal with this first?
So, it's kind of more... the path forward is still fairly clear, but they are pressing around and behind you, so that if you don't deal with them, they will overtake them. But if you guys attack and keep moving forward, you potentially could at least get into the catacombs before you are overwhelmed by skeletons.
Okay, then yes, the closest one to me.
Okay.
Try to give it disadvantage and then move.
Okay. Cool. So, okay. Sassy. You're up.
Okay. I will also attack whichever one is closest to me with my short swords.
Okay.
It's going to be a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. 8 damage.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. So, I thought skeletons were resistant to piercing damage, and they're not.
Oh, good.
Oh, they're not?
Yeah.
Well,
Good
would
to
a
know.
short sword be slashing?
Short
Or
sword
piercing?
is piercing.
It's piercing. It's
Okay.
piercing, yeah.
You really could-
Yeah, I was also worried about piercing. They're not?
No.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Just roll it.
Yeah, same team.
And the second attack is only going to be an 8 to hit.
8's a miss.
And then I want to move forward towards the door as well.
You stab at the skeleton with your short sword, and it catches what little armor it still has, and you kind of pull back your short sword, and it's got a piece of the armor still on it. Oh, gross. You hope it's armor.
Hey, free leather.
That's important for crafting. You never know how much you're going to need.
20 more of
Further
those,
out
and you
the
got yourself a
small
boot going.
Here, Chava, for your business.
Thank you.
Sassy, the one you attacked will attack you back. Ew. 10 to hit.
No.
Chava, one will attack you. Granny, you see an arrow fly at you from one of the back ranks. This guy might be being burnt tonight. And Ankh.
But after the end of this session, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. No. I'm helping you guys out first. Ankh, another arrow comes flying at you. The highest thing I rolled was an 11 for all of that. Ankh, does an 11 hit your armor class?
That's Goblin for no.
Yeah. It even bounces off of Gary's, harness. And he's just like, yeah. Well, terrible. That was skeletons round 1. Ankh, it is your turn.
So the arrow bounced off of the harness. That got my attention. So just kind of look up, see all the skeletons. I do not deal with emotions well, so I am going to rage.
Sure.
And charge at the closest skeleton.
Okay.
Unleash the Goblin. I haven't gotten to do that yet. That's fun.
Does the 9 hit?
No. Sorry.
No.
They're bad, but not that bad.
He's real upset.
He's very upset.
It's hard to aim through all these tears.
Noodle, go give him a hug.
Rolled a 2.
Imagine Noodle trying to give somebody a hug is just him flying into your face.
I'm raging. I get a second attack.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Much better. Does a 19 hit?
Yep. Oh, it's gonna do so much damage.
Yeah.
If you can knock a
Damage.
skeleton.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
But, right?
But yeah, you get to add stuff to that still, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 2. That was 3. That's plus 3 for my strength, and another 2 on top of it because I'm raging.
Okay.
So 8 total, but then...
Yeah. So you feel like Ank, you're like, well, that's not your best hit ever. Like you had good aim, just not enough follow through. And even still, you hit the side of the skeleton with your hammer, and it just explodes and slams into a bunch of the other skeletons, just all the bones kind of scattering.
It's wonderful you think I'm coherent enough to notice that, right?
Everybody else notices. I'm sure you're just seeing red.
Yeah.
Or everything's blurry. Granny.
All right, how many Skelemans can I get within a 15-foot cone of me?
Ooh.
Get all them Skelemans.
You can get a fair amount of skeletons within a 15-foot cone.
All right, gonna hit it with that thunder wave.
Do it.
All right.
Come on. Big numbers.
Man, I'm hoping. My D8s haven't been rolling well as of late, so.
Please, no more thunder sneezes.
Hopefully it's better than my D6.
Okay, I just bought these dice and they're straight garbage.
I like them.
New
That's a
favorite.
total of 12 damage if they failed.
Okay. You see just like 10 skeletons just explode out from a thunder wave, and one of them is holding its short sword like in the middle, just quaking.
Let it live around. I know it won't, but let it.
Yep. Self-satisfied, Grady is then going to use a bonus action to wild shape into a direwolf.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
I've been waiting to pull out a really cool wild shape. I thought
Yeah.
today was the day to do it.
Granny Wolf.
I don't like that face.
Second batch is what, my face?
Yes.
No,
I think you're plotting
I
something.
like it. No, it's really cool. So I'm thinking of something.
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I don't
That's
like.
the part that's concerning.
Are we just saying, Andrew, I also do not like your face.
Wow, guys, I didn't know words could hurt so much until right
I mean, he just cast Vicious Mockery.
There's just a lot of emotions in this episode today.
It's a group of skeletons kind of away from the one quaking. See this small old woman kind of get down on all fours and just grow into this direwolf, and they just start running away from you.
Yeah. Grady is very pleased about this. She's usually not intimidating.
Chava, it is your
Yes, I am scared of the grandmother now. You're right.
That's right, our grandma is the big bad wolf.
In the land of bad dogs, it's only a matter of time, apparently. Well, shoot, if they don't have anything special against piercing damage, I jam one with my rapier.
Does Chava know how to use a rapier, or is this going to be a dance-out situation?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, it's all flourish, though, so it's still ineffective, but it's not trying to do bashing damage with it. That's rolled in a very awkward spot, but it's a very good roll. I hit. It's an 18 on the die.
Oh, yeah.
And plus something. It's on here somewhere. Plus 6. 24. It's 8 plus 3. Did I hide all my dice for myself? What an a-hole. Oh, 1 on the die. That's going to be great. That's 4.
Okay.
4 damage.
If you kind of tag team the one that Sassy was dealing with, that'll kill that one. So I'm just going to do that.
I will do so.
Stealing kills. It's fine.
You each poke the 2 straps of leather that were holding that skeleton together.
And then I am a little terrified of Granny now, so I will feline agility, double my speed.
Okay.
Towards the door.
Okay. You are now in the rib cage, and you can see there's a carved into the stone a spiral staircase going down.
Are there Skelemans all over here? Is it a Errol Flynn single person walkway that I'm going to have to chandelier down, or?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Because you just gave him the idea, yes.
Yeah. You're gonna have to Fred Flintstone down the dinosaur bones.
Oh, I can do that.
Sassy.
Okay, let me hit a scaly man. That's going to be a 13 to hit?
13 is what you need to hit.
Yay! So that'll be 5 damage.
Okay.
And then for my second attack, god damn it, only an 8 to hit again.
No, sorry. Now you see that Chava has like straight booked it. Are you following her?
I'm gonna try, yeah.
Okay. You are not as fast as Chava because Chava used her ridiculous dash power.
I feel like I look between Chava and Granny, and I'm just like, she's still on our side, Chava.
Okay. Come out from under the bed. It's fine.
This dog is friend.
No dog is friend.
Sassy, 2 short bow arrows just woefully deflect around you. I wish I had a dice cam right now to see the absolute trash I am in. And then a short sword at Ank. Here we go. Does a 19 hit your armor class, Ank?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So it stabs you with a short sword. One of the skeletons gets close enough. That will be the last thing it ever does. And does 5 piercing damage, which you reduce to 2.
Neat.
And then 2...
Uncanny rage.
Granny, they might have been aiming at you. You have no idea. Just...
Who can tell?
She's going to give a piercing wolf look in that direction, nonetheless. See if she can make them pee their bone.
Pee their bone.
You don't know where that brick came from or how it got there, but there it is.
Ank, it's your turn.
I like to imagine this was the one skeleton left after the thunder wave.
Okay. The old woman exploded. She turned into a wolf. Literally the scariest person they have ever seen. And there's a goblin who obliterated one of them.
Yeah, and does a dirty 20 hit him?
Oh, yeah.
That hits his still living grandchild.
11 damage.
Whoa. Just, man, it's not even full bones that hit the one next to it. It's bone meal. Just.
Also good for
something else is about to
crafting.
hit the one next to it.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yes.
So roll. Oh my god. Roll 4d6.
Yes.
$17
damage.
Does he get a free cleave on that or something?
Oh
like...
no, that. So you hit just a skeleton so hard that it doesn't. It stays intact long enough to hit and knock over 3 more skeletons before they all just clatter into a bone pile. Oh man. Granny, it's your turn.
Okay, so are there any more within 5 feet of Ankh?
Now he's kind of just cleared through all of them.
All right.
There might be some on. I was going to call you Autumn. That's wrong game.
Wrong one.
Yeah. There may be ones close to Sassy though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, I can actually get to the rib cage on my movement. I have 50 feet
Oh yeah. Okay.
as a wolf, which is awesome. So, is there any near Chava or Sassy?
Yeah. On your way, you could bite or slash. I'm not sure which wolves prefer.
I think I have bite.
Okay. You can bite
All
right
right,
away, and then.
And if there's one within 5 feet of Sassy, I'll go for that one.
Yep.
And because they're within
Yep.
5 feet, I get advantage on this roll.
Pack tactics.
And
Yeah.
do wolves still do free trip attacks on bites?
I do
Yes,
believe it needs a strength check.
yeah. All right. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Alrighty. And that's 2d6. Ooh. That's a 13.
You just grab dead center, and you're a dog. You like bones. Just shake it apart.
Right. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get to the rib cage with like a rib bone still in my mouth.
Okay. So Granny and Chava are at the rib cage. Sassy, you are very close. Ankh is a little further away.
She's coming right for me.
I feel like this is one of those, like, you can only get 2 of us to the ribcage at a time without the others eating each other. Like,
Yeah.
one of those puzzles.
First, you send the chicken across.
We messed up. The wolf and the cat got there at the same time.
No.
Sassy, does a 14 hit your armor class?
It does.
Okay. A short bow arrow kind of sails through the air and sticks you in the shoulder, and you see a skeleton. And does 5 piercing damage.
Okay. Ow.
Okay. Ow. And then Chava, it is your turn.
I get real low to the ground. I show whatever kind of submission I can to my new
If it'll
bad
make
dog.
Chava more comfortable, Granny will use her bonus action to wild shape into, I think as a panther, I can still get 50 feet. Or like when she gets there, she'll use her bonus action to transform into a panther.
That is much better. Okay. any Skelemans that are closest to us or are trying to pursue down the ribcage, I will tell them, no skeletons allowed on the stairway, and viciously mock him.
It really, makes him question skeleton rights, and he has to think.
It should.
You will fail.
Okay, then. Suck on. That one's a one that I can see. Where this damn angle? Oh, it's 2 1s. So that's 2 damage, but it has disadvantage.
You gave it a real puzzler,
checks.
but
Yeah. It's like, but I'm already on the stair, so I must be allowed.
wait a minute. You're not a wolf. You're not in charge.
Oh. Awoo.
Sassy.
All right, let me attack a Skeleman and then run. 18 to hit.
Yep.
And that'll be 6 damage.
That'll kill the scaly man you were fighting.
Yay. And then for my second attack, it would be a 14 to hit.
Yep.
5 damage.
Okay.
And then scooching as far as I can towards the rib cage and my friends.
Okay. The skeletons, seeing that 3 of you are in the rib cage. And Granny, are you still a wolf or did you shapeshift into a panther?
I shaped into a panther.
Okay.
Make Chava more comfortable.
Thank you.
You're still roughly dog-shaped enough that they're not happy about it. The skeletons are sort of starting to break off and run away from you guys. There's still a couple by Ankh who are probably more afraid if they run, they'll just be liquefied.
Chances aren't much better if they stay.
And Ankh, one of them will again get lucky and stab you with their gross rusty short sword for 5 piercing damage, which you reduce to 2.
Getting angry is cool, guys.
And then it is your turn.
$12 to hit.
Yep. Oh, no. Sorry, 12's a miss.
It's another 12. I rolled the same number. And I'm also only accidentally getting closer to the rib cage because I'm just following the line of skeletons.
Sure.
Yeah, I was going to ask, are you actually booking it like the rest of us, or are you kind of...
I am an angry ball of incoherent. I am smashing skeletons until either one of you drags me out of there or I run out of skeletons.
And in between skeleton smashing, Gary is doing his best to nudge Ankh forward. He's also trying to stay behind Ankh because, I mean... yeah. Granny, it is your turn.
Alright, so there are skeletons near me, yes?
Yes.
Alright, cool. So I get a bite and a claw attack.
Okay.
Bite is only an 11.
That
doesn't it?
11's a miss, yeah.
Alright. And then claw is a 20. Dirty 20.
Yep, hit.
And okay. It's not a whole lot of damage, but where's there it is. Okay. Oh, max damage. 6 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You kind of rearing up and fighting like a cat. You think you hit one of the ones that Chava had insulted earlier, and you knock it down.
Awesome. And is it possible within my movement to go grab Ankh and start dragging him towards the ribcage?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll like pounce over to him, grab like with my teeth and like by the scruff of his like shirt, and like making sure that he still has movement with his hammer, start dragging him back.
Okay. Another group of skeletons, seeing pretty much that they've been routed, they have enough intelligence that they're not winning this fight, and another phalanx of them kind of pulls away. Chava, there aren't too many skeletons left.
Okay. And they seem to be routed
Pretty much.
for the most part.
Yeah.
I've caught my breath, so I will creep my movement down the stairwell to make sure there's nothing waiting for us further down.
Okay.
So whatever that is, 30 feet.
Yes, let's see.
And is there more Skelemans? Is there...
There aren't any Skelemans downstairs. So... you get down to the bottom of the stairs, and it's pretty much a cave. But two things kind of strike you immediately. There's a table with a bunch of stuff on it, and there is... let's see if I can find a picture. There's a creature kind of standing guard. It looks like that. You would say it's like someone cast Enlarge on a goblin, and kind of...
Oh, yes, we heard of these.
Yeah, and they're kind of scrunchy-faced, hunched. They're a little more toad-like than regular goblins. Like, almost like the Enlarge spell didn't quite work and kind of distorted their proportions even more. And he's got a spear, and he's just standing in front of the table.
They just used the drag tool.
Looks great.
Now, did they call them goblins here, or did they call them orcs? We were given a name that was a little incongruous.
They are called goblins here, but it's spelled with a Y.
Oh, gotta be different in Kartakas.
Yep.
Bunch of bohemians.
Yeah. The Y is...
Hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it a little so it doesn't look like you copied.
Flag copyright protection or plagiarism.
Not at all.
Scanner.
Okay, we'll try not to get an exclamation point above his head for a turn.
Okay.
Should I try and actually roll a stealth
Yeah,
to...
give me a stealth check. You're pretty quiet. Well, other than all the instruments on your back.
Yes, I do rattle around a little bit. It's a 12.
Okay. Let's see. You think you've remained hidden for now.
Okay. Slink back up a step or two or something.
Sassy. Pardon me.
Okay. Is Ank actually moving with Granny successfully?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
You make a strength roll opposing, so...
Okay. Are you gonna?
Yeah, unless he really wants to fight. Granny. He can. I mean, but...
Okay. Then I will want to catch up with Chava. Are there Skelemans near me to take out, or are they all pretty much gone?
They're all pretty much gone down where you are.
Let me just go catch up with her then.
Okay.
Okay, I will give her the...
Okay. Do I need to roll a stealth check also?
Oh,
No,
I will play the quiet song on my lute. Oh, no.
That was beautiful.
Ank's favorite music.
After this place, yeah.
If you don't go past where Chava is, you don't need to make a roll stealth check.
Okay, I don't want to go too much further. I want to wait for us to group up, so.
Okay. Ank, are you actively fighting Granny pulling you back?
For now, yeah.
For now?
For now.
Okay.
Oh no!
So,
There are still live targets.
yeah, well, they're undead.
Well,
We're still moving targets.
there are still moving targets.
So oppose strength checks, please.
Oh boy. Actually, I do have higher strength as a panther.
Yeah, panthers are all muscle.
Yeah. Is it 12?
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the goblin is dragging the panther to a skeleton.
Would you like to attack a skeleton, Ank?
I would. I rolled a 17. I'm pretty sure that's going to hit.
That's a hit.
$11 damage.
Yep.
Jeez.
That's another exploded skeleton.
Barbarians hit hard.
Mr. Kartakis, I don't feel so.
Every stream.
From now on, you got we
It's
got
required, yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Ank? Second attack?
Wouldn't that have been my second attack because of the having to use my action
Oh,
to
sure.
strength
That-
check?
Yes. I like that. Okay.
I
Granny.
mean,
All right. I think at this point, Granny recognizes that he's going to stay and there's nothing really she can do about it. So she'll stay and fight too.
Okay.
I think at this point, she'll turn back into a wolf because she does better damage.
Okay.
That way. Hang on. I'll just get stats for it. All right. And I get advantage on that because Ank's there, right? All right. Cool.
Tactics, yep.
All right. So that's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And right, okay. That is a 9 damage.
Okay. That kills that skeleton. At this point, especially now that the wolf is back, all of the skeletons are just scattering. Like, there's maybe one or two left kind of quaking, but you guys have pretty much routed them at this point.
Certainly, Unk gets a opportunity attack on one.
Yes, he does. Oh, no.
No.
Well, you're real mad, though. Okay. So, you've routed all the skeletons, pretty much. What would you guys like to do?
Granny will give Ank a very pointed wolf look and then take off towards the ribcage.
Okay.
Hank's gonna just kind of fall over for, we're gonna say roughly 24 seconds, and then follow.
Okay.
In the meantime, I would like to point out to Sassy the toad goblin man that lies ahead.
Gary kind of catches up, looks at the stairs, kind of just walks to the side inside the ribcage and just lays down.
Hug the emotional support ox.
Gary will lick you.
Sweetest boy.
So yeah,
I'm I'm not very good at it, but can I try to get a better look at the table without giving myself away, or will I have to expose myself from hiding?
If you want to do it surreptitiously, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. I accept your terms. Oh, 15, actually.
Oh, pretty good. Okay. Okay. So you can see the table. It's covered in a red cloth, and it looks like the red cloth is over, like, you know, like one of those museum display cases that's like a table, and then it's got that glass case over it. It kind of reminds you of that. You can't see what's in it because of the red cloth, and then on top of it is what looks like writing implements and a couple random coins.
Okay. Interesting. I will indicate this to Sassy as well.
Okay.
Kind of point to it and...
Sorry, there's one last thing I've finished. There's also like a statue about that big. There we go. Of a raven.
Mm.
Has Granny caught up to them at this point?
Yes.
All right. She's gonna de-wild shape back into
Okay.
tiefling form.
It's somehow more creaking bones to become hunched granny again.
Are you well, grandmother?
She'll give you like a thumbs up. She actually looks like she kind of had some fun. She's pleased with herself.
Oh. Chava's tail is between her legs, but she pretends like it's not.
Sorry, what'd you say, Jay?
Nice synchronized drinking, guys. That was impressive.
Nice.
So is Ank down here with us now? We're all together again.
After a bit of a delay, yes.
Okay.
Need my
So
hugs.
yeah, Sassy wants to go over and just sort of like absently give Ank a hug while she looks at Granny and Chava, and she's like, "So what do we want to do about our friend in there?"
Yeah, we'll make sure everyone's caught up. We got a toad goblin and a... Wait, is he just a merchant? Are we misreading this whole situation?
I mean...
Keep your head around the corner and ask what he's selling.
I mean, Gajit has coins, or goods if you have coin.
We've got some bone meal to sell.
We do, and leather. I can try to just talk to him.
If you want, I can get a closer look as a rat.
Certainly I will need your backup in case this all goes pear-shaped. I will pull out my loot and walk out of the ribcage.
Okay.
I'll play the chain. They seem to like that around here.
The goblin with a Y will kind of look at you and say, "Welcome." And he's kind of breathing like every breath is painful.
Are you okay, my friend?
All is well here.
We're all
It's-
fine here. How are you?
How are you?
Does he have asthma?
It's a very cheery place here. What's in your case?
Personal effects.
Now that I'll get closer. Can I see these personal effects? Is this his bureau drawer?
Yeah. Do you get closer? You get closer to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm
He'll
a little less
kinda-
afraid of him now that he seems wheezy.
He'll kind of gesture at it, and as you get like close to, what would you like to do? Yeah.
Just look in. It's glass, right?
Yeah.
Or is it?
So you have to take the cloth off, and then you can see into the glass.
Okay, I'll peel it back with kind of eyes on him, like,
Okay.
this is cool.
As you get closer, he kind of like, as you're passing him, he says, "Kill me." Personal effects of Radaga.
Radaga, you say?
Do we know Overdoggo?
It doesn't sound familiar. So under the glass panel is just one small, looks like page from a journal.
Enough to read it?
Mhm.
What's it look like? Is it Radaga's journal?
The goblin will nod. And kind of in a scratchy handwriting, it says, I wanted beauty. I wanted power. I whispered into the mists, just a young priestess of a weak god. And the mists whispered back. They promised me the beauty of any lady in the land. They promised me the utter devotion of many men. They spoke of the power to create wonders. I listened, I pondered, but I refused, knowing never to bargain with the mists. Then out of the mists flapped a great raven. Upon its head was a 3-gemmed crown. As it lit, the wings stirred the mists, and they whispered once again, "Take the crown and become queen, never to be touched by death." Immortality, along with utter beauty, power to wield. And I accepted.
And at the bottom, Slayer rules. Okay, so we have a raven statuette, an asthmatic goblin, and what sounds like a crown that we might be looking. I solved Andy's Crown of Soldiers puzzle, guys.
Yay, we win!
What do you do?
Time to go home!
All right, well, this guy not seeming terribly quick, I would just kind of motion you guys out.
Yeah. Once we get the all clear, Sassy's gonna walk through slowly towards where Hava's standing.
Mhm.
Do I see a way to open this glass case? I don't know that I need the page, but you said there was writing supplies on top? Is it a guest book? Like,
It almost like
Check in.
almost like she wrote the thing here and then immediately like put it in a display case.
oh, okay.
What? Was she building a museum for herself?
The goblin's the docent. Yeah.
Goblin.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. It just seems a little bit self-centered.
Based on the writing, she might have a flair for the theatrics.
I can appreciate that.
I don't know what you're talking about. And there are
Can
coins
Granny
on
explain-
top?
Yeah,
ahead.
just kind of.
Make up a bard.
It almost looks like someone just dumped out their pockets. Like this
Can
is their...
Granny inspect that raven statue?
Sure.
Alright. So she'll pick it up, look it over. I don't know if I want to do that yet, but is there any kind of like check that I can make?
Yeah, you can either make a perception check or a religion check. They will tell you different things.
Which one is better for me? Perception is better. Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Okay.
Traditionally good.
So you're looking at it, and it is incredibly fine craftsmanship. You'd say it's made of onyx, and it, even if it is just an art piece, it's probably worth 500 gold.
She'll show it to Hank. Like, just go get us a lot shiny.
Just kind of quietly staying near Granny's feet.
Oh.
My friend, is there a price to enter the cavern?
He will say, all who are able to enter freely.
Yes, but do they come out?
The most pregnant of pauses.
I don't like that.
Do they come out as Skelemans?
He will say, those who displease Radaga do, or
The king of pregnant pauses, this guy. He's impregnating so many pauses, he owes like money in every state.
You'll kind of just trail off after that.
Yeah.
So how do we avoid displeasing Radaga?
She is vain. Don't make fun of her. Oh, do what she says. Don't touch her crown.
Hmm.
Gonna be a sticking point there.
Yeah.
What did
Might have to
you
find a way around that
do
one.
to displease Radaga, dude? Like,
He will say, I had eyes for another.
oh,
Hang on, are you implying you and Radaga used to be a thing?
He will
You're kidding up.
again slowly nod. And he'll say that I didn't always look like this. Kill me.
this is not the first time he's asked. It is not in my nature to. No, I'm not doing that. However, Ankh, if
Now hang on, is there maybe something else we can do to help him?
Granny's gonna like
Rage
step
child on him.
protectively in front of Egg. Like, wait. Hang on.
Let's maybe have a conversation about this first.
well, and he seems to want to die. I don't know.
Granny will go up to the goblin and ask, So yeah, this Rodaga lady, she has a crown. Does she also happen to have a key?
I believe she wears a key around her neck.
Well, that's good to know.
Uh,
We're in the right place, guys.
He'll say, the mists gave it to her.
These mists are awfully active, aren't they?
Yeah, they do seem to do a lot.
Do you have a name?
He'll say, I think I did.
Well, I think I did. When you're with a lady, she's going to want you to notice that she's wearing a necklace. Like, you can't just, like, be wishy-washy on that, like, I think. I'm just saying, if you had paid more attention.
Is your plan to help him to get them back together?
No, I think brother's out. Like, I think he had his chance.
I mean, it doesn't sound like it was a great relationship anyways.
It sounds one-sided. But, I mean, he could have noticed the necklace. I mean, it's not good to me.
How far are you projecting?
No. I walk in the cave.
Slam the door.
Can I get a perception check, Chava?
You can. It probably won't be great. Oh, it's an 18.
Okay.
I'm a terrible.
As you're walking, almost even before you, like, recognize them in front of you with your eyes, you notice the ground changes from hard stone to flowers, and there is just a field of wolfsbane growing inside of this cave.
Okay, so I'm not back in the Feywild.
No.
Okay. I feel safer immediately. I won't go any further. Once I'm kind of inside the cave, though, I will wait if anyone else wants to deal with. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for, I used to have a name. If, say, some people maybe removed the crown from this Rodaga woman, would that help you with your predicament?
He'll say, well, someone would have to use the crown to fix me. But
Great. So you just wait right here, and we'll be back in a jiff.
and then you'll kill me.
We'll put a pin in that,
That's
and we'll maybe discuss when we get back.
So that's a maybe. I'm
It's
not
Sassy
hearing
Druid.
I'm not
Oh,
hearing no. So
Hard maybe.
Granny will reach out and hand him a granny candy and then follow Sassy.
He got there. He got there.
start leaning on his spear again. Oh, enjoy your visit.
Thank you.
Okey-dokey. Let's see. As you guys start to walk past the field of wolfsbane, it doesn't go on forever. It's just kind of almost like a gateway of wolfsbane, essentially. You see a skeleton that does not appear to be moving, chained to the ground, up ahead of you, and you see a kind of what looks like a narrow path, and then chasm on either side.
How far across?
The path is about 15-20 feet across, and then it kind of goes to another cave mouth kind of situation.
Is it flat and wide on the other side, or is it like is the cave mouth the exact same size as the path?
It is flat and wide before the cave mouth again.
Okay.
And then kind of, you presume there's a chasm, but it is full of mist, so it's a little hard to see.
Gross. I would like to feline agility across.
Okay.
She goes, Sansy's like, wait, check for.
Can I get a
Traps can't hit you if
deck
you're already past
save
them.
from you, Chava?
Oh,
Alright.
no.
You may. Ugh. But like 8s are good, right? I mean, on a scale from 1 to 8, for instance, it would be very good.
If you were rolling a
On a
D8,
scale of
for
1 to 10.
instance, that's great.
That would be
B minus.
Best roll.
But yeah, yeah. From out of the mist, a claw grabs your ankle and starts to try and drag you off the edge.
Cool. I must go faster.
You tried that; it didn't work.
Yeah, no.
Would anyone... What would you guys like to do?
Anyone else want to come across the bridge? It's great.
Can I-
I am gonna go try to run and grab Chava and drag against the claw.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like Sassy would want to run up and try to attack the claw. No.
Okay. Does one of you want to try and grab Chava, and the other one wants to attack the claw? Is that...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sassy, make an attack. Ank, make a strength check. Athletics, because that's probably better for you.
That'll be a 22.
Oh, yep.
21.
Okay. So
Oh, bless you.
Ank grabs and pulls Chava immediately away from this claw. And Sassy, you stab it and you kind of pull it back, and it is just a severed hand. Kind of with like a bone sticking out of it even.
Oh, jeez.
So it's not a giant
So that is
claw.
on my short sword now?
Yes.
Oh, God. She's just like, oh, get it off! I want to
That
fling
was
it into the mist. Ah!
That one's not so good for crafting. Okay, so it's not a giant claw. It was a.
Yeah, but it grabbed you with force and kind of
Oh yeah.
pulled your legs out from under you.
About 6 to 10 seconds later, I stop clinging to Ed. My apologies. Thank you.
Granny, have you moved to keep up with them?
I have not.
Okay.
I have.
She's like, nah.
I have no. I don't think you want the woman with old bones on a bridge. If they can get back to me, I could maybe help one of them get across. Hang on. Yeah. Whoever has the lowest dex, I can give you advantage on dex saving throws if you come back to me and let me touch you. She's just calling back and it's like, if you want to make it across without falling, you're going to have to come back here so I can help. I'm not going over there.
Well, this is the only way forward, correct?
Yeah, she has a plan. She hasn't told you yet.
Okay.
Is the sword still, or is the hand still attached to my sword, or did I fling it off?
No, you flung
Turning
it off.
into a raven.
Okay. Then I am paying attention to this conversation.
How far did I get?
You got almost all of the way across. You only have a couple more feet to bound across to get to the other side.
All right, then I will default to the closer side. I will go
Okay.
to the
So
far side.
Chava hops across. As you do, you can hear just what sounds like,
Oh, there's
Oh, no.
more.
and it
Oh,
sounds
no.
like they're coming up the side.
I brought the entirely worst spellcaster for this. Well, I'd motion to these two, but with Granny on the other side, I don't know what to tell them to do.
How far are the hands so far up the wall?
It's a little hard to tell with the mist, but you would say they're about 20 feet away from you guys at this point.
Okay. Granny is going to wild shape into a giant spider and climb onto the ceiling to make it across.
Okay.
That Sassy sees that and books it towards the other side of this room.
On
No,
Sassy
thank you.
heels.
Yep. Okay. You guys get over to the other side. Granny's scuttling across the top of the ceiling. Flops down.
God,
next to
that's
you
such a
guys,
terrifying image.
And just this wave of claws kind of grab where you guys were and just start like dragging rocks and dirt down the sides of the cliff.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, make sure everyone gets into the cave mouth.
Okay. As you guys walk into the next area, it's a small circular room. There's no obvious way out, but it looks like there's an inscription on the far wall.
Approach it.
Okay.
Attempt to read it.
You're looking at it, and at first it's just not like it's they're letters, but they don't spell anything. But as you're kind of staring at it, it's like those magic eye puzzles. It just starts to make sense.
Ah, it's a boat. I get it.
Chava, why are you cross-eyed?
And it reads, "Place your life in my hands, and I will show you the way." And kind of, as you do that, below it, kind of focusing what looked like just natural, cave bumps before, you see a skeletal warrior and his two gauntlet-covered hands kind of push their way out of the wall with curved palms facing upward. Yeah. So the message says, "Place your life in my hands, and I will show you the way."
Well, I can't think of a metaphor. I will climb into the hands and lay down.
They're not big. They're not. They are like human-sized hands, so they're not quite big enough for you to fit in. But you.
Well, if I fits, I sits. So I will sit on them.
Doesn't seem to do anything.
Nope. Okay, I get back up.
Okay. Can I get a perception check from you guys? Or investigation, if that's higher.
Oof.
24.
7.
I continue to sullenly stare at the ground. That was a 1.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I have a 3 perception. I have a 6 dex save. I rolled dog shit on that.
Sassy and Chava, kind of looking at the hands, you do notice in the middle of each palm is a small hole that looks like it drains down.
Oh.
I
I
get
don't
it
like
now.
this cave.
I pull out a dagger.
Okay.
I do not cut across my palm because that is a terrible move. Every movie and fiction piece ever, you use your hand all the time. I do the back of my arm. Like a goddamn sensible cat person.
Take 1 slashing damage.
Okay. And I will drip it into one of the available.
Okay. Slowly the stones pull back into the wall, and the warrior stands up and steps out of the wall. And with slow and deliberate motions, he takes off his gauntlets and begins to move his hands like he's casting a spell. And you hear a guttural chant kind of coming from where his mouth and vocal cords would be if he was not a skeleton. And the mists around you change from mist white to blood red.
This is fine.
The air begins to smell of raw iron, and the floor begins to bubble around you like boiling water.
This is fine.
How you don't just give
Yes, that
pink
happens
skeletons
to
your
all of us
blood?
because Chava.
It seemed to say it would work.
I don't. Is this supposed to be happening?
I don't like this cave.
Slowly, the boiling stone begins to rise up around you and behind you, kind of closing the entryway you guys came in.
Mistakes were made.
And by now, the skeleton's incantation has become a deafening cacophony of thunderous growls. And just when it seems you can bear the noise no more, the room is plunged into silence. The skeleton slaps his arms down to his side, and a blinding flash of red light bursts from the slab covering the archway. In the next instant, you see the skeleton has returned to his place in the wall. In addition, the slab behind you has become a different archway than before, with a different landscape beyond.
You know, I was simply joking before, but this Renaga really does have a flair for the dramatic.
What the hell was in that blood?
This cave.
Music. Mostly music. Okay. What kind of landscape? Before I go in another.
Yeah, can I perception check that landscape beyond in yonder?
Yeah.
An
Did I make that
18.
small?
Sorry, what did you say, Granny?
Can I make that as well?
Yep.
Yeah, it's only 11.
Okay. Kind of. You can't see very far before you see a black curtain. That's kind of got like a bead, like one of those beaded curtains in front of it, like as if this is some, goth teenager's bedroom.
Sniff the air for patchouli.
Oh, it's rank. We know what it's covering.
Yeah. We know.
Do you guys smell skunks?
Should we dress up as a goth band? So it's just a curtain?
Yes.
Okay.
Granny's gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Just like...
That thing most parties do first. Let's do that.
I mean, after
hazards
that blood thing, she's not taking any chances.
Yeah, that wall behind
That
you
was
is
true.
for sure magic.
Good to know now.
And kind of, if you take a couple steps forward towards the curtain, you can feel a very powerful magic from beyond the curtain.
Oh boy.
Any guess on the school?
All of them.
Oh,
good.
boy.
This is not the school. We have, in fact, found the magical college.
Magical graduate school.
They offer over 100 undergraduate degrees.
There it is. Okay, sorry. Transmutation, enchantment, necromancy.
Okay, I called one of those.
That's
Hey,
quite
we
the
saw one of them
combination.
coming.
She'll relay that to everyone else. It's like, oh, we're walking into a big old thing of magic.
Can I
And
hit
it
it
was-
with a hammer?
Transmutation, what, and necromancy?
Enchantment.
Okay.
I wish I had a sitar. I'd play some trippy, like Beatles, circa their trips to India. Shit. Some real late George Harrison stuff.
That's what we
appropriate.
need. More atmosphere.
You at least have a violin bow and like a normal guitar. Electric hasn't been invented yet.
Let's see. I have a lute, flute, drums, and my voice. But like drums, it's laying down a good vibe. I will tuck and start.
So the curtains are kind of blocking our view from whatever's beyond, I'm assuming, right? Like we can't
Yes.
see anything. Okay. Would I be able to send Noodle to maybe go try to move the curtains for us so that we can peek through without actually getting close to them?
Sure.
I'd like to do that.
Search for Noodle.
Be careful, Noodle.
Noodle kind of grabs a corner and does his best
He's being sneaky.
to fly it back like a good little boy. And he pulls up the corner, and you guys can kind of see under and through. And you see the first thing you see is a statue of an old hag holding a human skull in her left hand. And deep in its blackened eye sockets are tiny flickers of light. And in her right hand, she is holding a gnarled walking stick. And ooh. Its many grooves and curves remind you of the shriveled flesh of a mummy. Thanks a lot, whoever wrote this.
Oof. Granny looks at it. She's like, "That kind of looks like me."
But gross.
I didn't want to say it. Yeah, you look much better.
And as Noodle kind of keeps pulling, you see a beautiful young woman kind of sitting in the hands of a giant skeleton who's kind of like sitting on the ground and cupping his hands to make like a throne almost.
See,
See, Hobby, you weren't that far off.
Yeah, see? I get the aesthetic of this place.
Far out.
All right, so flattery, I find, goes a long way. It is a human woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, go notice her necklace then.
Chava's on it. I will put away the drum, but I will pull out my lute and go to the beaded curtain.
I was gonna say, is she aware that we've pulled the curtain?
I mean, it's
If
not subtle. There is a flying snake.
we stand real still,
So very still.
we can't be detected.
Yeah, the snake is rattling against the beads. The kind of
Damn it, Noodle!
drops it and stares at you guys like, "Did I do good?"
Yes, Noodle, you did good.
Get back in my jacket, you dumb noodle.
Yes, advance.
Okay.
And push back the curtain. And just immediately, eyes wide. Just, you must be her. There is no beauty that could compare. You must be Rodaga.
Oh.
This old thing.
This old
Is she
face.
currently wearing the crown? I'm sorry, did I miss that?
She is not wearing the crown, but you can
Okay.
see kind of to her, to your left, there is like like those displays at stores that they put like hats and stuff on, except it's a skeleton. And she's got like some various jewelry and a crown on it. She does appear to be wearing a key necklace.
Okay. Wait. We have traveled to the very corner of Cartacus to see you.
Stop it.
We were told tale, and the tale does you absolutely no credit. You are far more beautiful than Lady Erikel said. Or Acriel. I had all the right letters.
Yeah.
So beautiful, we forgot her name.
I was about to say that. Who? I don't even.
I have forgotten all names.
They don't matter. It doesn't matter.
No. Keep going.
Would you like me to compose a song to your beauty? I have brought friends.
I would
As well.
like that. Ooh. A whole band.
Yeah, well, yep.
Where are the backup dancers?
I hand Sassy a drum. It's pretty easy for them, just rhythm.
Oh boy.
I start tuning. Wait. Wait. Do any of you also come in?
Yeah. I mean, Sassy
Wherever Eddie
followed
goes,
you.
I follow.
Sassy followed Chava. She's not letting you walk in there alone.
I around the room while I'm kind of doing this flattery and tuning routine. Is there anything else we hadn't seen from the vantage of the door?
It does look like this is her house. So there's some various fine dresses and clothes. Kind of a big overstuffed bed. It's like a 4-poster bed made of bones.
I'm sensing a pattern.
Yeah.
She has an aesthetic, guys.
For sure.
Creepy lady. But yeah, that's about all you're noticing in here. So the crown, this lady, her giant skeleton, and then various... this is her house, another house you guys can take.
Opportunities abound.
It's probably more angst aesthetic, too.
Think of the security guys. You have to bloodlet to get in here. There's crawling claws.
This isn't a trip to Kartakis.
But...
This isn't an adventure Kartakis. This is we're looking for houses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a real estate venture.
Yeah,
Kartakis House Hunters.
House Hunters Ravenloft, yeah.
There you go.
I think we should check other districts than Kartakis. It's like, we've had a couple good prospects, but we need to try other areas.
Yeah, I don't like the neighborhood. I don't think the school's going to be good.
Yeah, this one's too far from my commute.
Yeah. Are there any major bus lines?
Not a single good restaurant in the area either.
Yeah.
Too many outer space plants for my taste.
A lot of singing.
Way too much of that.
I know, the best part. Our Lady Rodaga, while I compose, while I try to find the words to praise a beauty such as yours, you're real out of the way here, and I noticed you do not welcome the bad dogs. Might you tell us your story so that I might properly compose these lyrics?
She will say, sorry.
Sassy drum rolls.
She'll say that me, orphan, went to a monastery, became a priestess. Just wanted to be the best and everyone to like me. And then, that's mostly come true. And I'm pretty much in charge, sort of. It's you know what? It's a pretty good life. Yeah, I don't like to talk about myself too much. I prefer other people to tell me how great I am, really, honestly.
Do you think wish and mist rhyme?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I like kind of a slant rhyme a little bit, but I can get there. Yeah. Were you native to Kartakis?
Oh, pardon me. The monastery
It's okay, my
was
lady.
here. Yeah. The monastery was here. I don't know if I was born here, though.
Kartakis. What rhymes with Kartakis?
You seem very skilled with the arts. We saw that passage that you wrote on the way in. Did you also build this here lovely, but not nearly as lovely as you statue?
Oh, that old thing. That, my grandmother.
Your grandmother built it, or it is your grandmother?
Oh, it is my grandmother, but she also built it.
Oh, yeah. That if it is her, that would make sense.
Lovely woman.
Lovely.
Pretty sure.
Not as lovely as you.
I like your whole aesthetic, the jewel tones. It's working for you.
Thank you. That means so much coming from you.
Absolutely. So you when you say you're in charge, is Kartakis your realm?
I don't want to brag, but well, no, but it should be.
Oh,
I agree.
100%.
I mean, Cartagis deserves to have a ruler as beautiful as you are.
I mean, I'm glad you're all saying it, because it's really justifying a lot of my life and my vision board right now. So
Look over. Just one sign that says "Be prettiest in charge." You're most of the way there. Just keep dreaming.
And do I see the key around? All right, you said it was out, right?
the key is around her neck. Yes.
All right, cool. Well, Granny will point it out and be like, that key you're wearing, it really enhances your natural beauty. Can you tell me more about it?
She noticed the necklace.
Got you.
She will say that this is from the last days she spent in the monastery. It is a reminder of simpler times, and that she took it with her when she left.
Do you need this reminder of simpler times when you are so resplendent now on your throne of bone? That rhymes. I'm writing that down.
There you go.
Make a persuasion check.
Yay, something I'm pretty good at.
Yay.
Let me see if I can put any Glamour Bard on it. I don't think in particular. I think I have to be performing and stuff, but... No, I think I just got some rad proficiency for it. Okay. $14.
Okay. She'll say, it reminds me of how far I've come. Perhaps it is selfish of me, but I do just like the way it looks even. It's classic.
I understand. I still carry around my childhood shoes.
All of them.
I understand. What rhymes with key? Be beautiful. Okay. Not my best work. Scan around. Are there any other exits from this room?
No.
Is there a back door? This is pretty dead-ended.
Yeah. Pretty dead-ended.
Okay. I don't like how you said it back to me.
What? I was just confirming what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Been a fun campaign, guys.
Yeah.
So, beautiful and resplendent Radaga. Why, may we ask, do you remain here and keep yourself hidden from us, depriving everyone in Cartagis of this wonderful view?
She says, well, to be honest, I just got my face on and I was just about to leave for the day.
Oh.
I cannot even tell. I mean, you're just radiating through.
Thank you. It is better when it's fresh.
And you will just have to give me some beauty tips.
You know, that could probably be arranged.
Listen, sister, do it for you.
The way you said that.
That was the most worrisome thing you've said tonight, and
Yeah.
that's saying something.
She's going to take off your face.
I'm about to be body snatched here.
100%.
She's gonna
Face.
Plymouth me from Dragon Age.
She is going to ask your size and put you in the back of a van. Well, we don't need to hold you up. where do you go? And does Lord Harkon know of you?
Oh, he knows.
Of course he does. Why would you even ask that?
Just trying to feel it out.
I know.
She will say he is the only man who has ever rebuffed my advances
No.
this year.
How dare he?
A very rude, brusque man. Don't care for him. Well, I do. That's the problem. But
He's very handsome, but there are many other fish in the sea, or wolves in the forest. There is that young man by your door. I think so, or whatever his name is.
I don't like to talk about him.
It didn't work out.
No.
Listen.
It was high school sweetheart. You know what? Betrayed me. Gets what was coming to
Aw.
him.
I'm sure he didn't even notice your necklace.
You know what? He didn't.
They're all the same. I get it. It's all getting high in PlayStation. Like, to the man. You can tell Chava.
Yeah, if you need someone to talk to, we are here for you. 100%.
Yeah, she's into it.
Certainly there are other men in the realm. Who else would spurn you? Who did he spurn you for? Was it Lady Acriel?
That's what he says, but I don't believe it.
A plain-looking woman, if I am to say so myself.
Right, and that jacket is just ostentatious.
A little too skinny. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, there is such a thing. Look it up, Harkon. Yes. Well, perhaps it is worth another try. When is the last you tried?
Oh, it has been a while. Maybe he's finally come to his senses. I do look. I like this new look. It's better.
I mean, a fresh face.
You said
But-
it. Am I right, my friend?
I mean, I am pretty sure you would look good in whatever you put on. I'm probably digging my own grave here.
It's a curse. It's a curse, really.
As I understand, the lady.
Wait, literally?
It may actually be a curse.
It's a literal curse, guys.
As I understand, the Lady Acriel has recently rebuffed him.
That'll show him. Man, am I right?
You are absolutely correct. Bunch of layabouts.
You guys get me. Do you guys have a Miranda? Can I be your Miranda? Is that a thing?
Which one of us?
I don't know enough to accurately guess that. I hope I picked the right one.
This is the dumbest thing, and I love it.
We are on a streak this week.
You can do anything you want in D&D.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sitting on the bed by now, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, she is braiding your fur. Put a little bead in
Still
it.
tuning. Girl. All right. Good news, we're in with her. Bad news, I still don't know how to get across the room, get that crown, and maybe have to murder her.
Yeah.
Also, this key, apparently. I don't say that out loud. I use message. Yeah, this is Chava's whole trick, though. She just flatters people. Yeah. Keep her talking and be agreeable. Now that we have her talking and agreeable. Sorry, you want to?
Yeah.
You got a plan,
Bertie will
Mira?
pipe up and be like, you know what would look resplendent? Not as resplendent of you, of course, because no one can match that. But you know what would look resplendent in Hava's fur? That crown you've got back there. Maybe they can try it. She could try it.
That was my next move as well. Very good.
Yeah, make a persuasion.
I mean, I have one for fashion,
with
obviously.
advantage.
Oh boy. Oh, with advantage. Okay.
Yeah, because you're
Good. I'm
kind
gonna
of-
need
Go
it.
much further. Andy, is this how you saw this going?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
He knows us well enough by now.
Good to know we're on the
We're
road.
getting predictable, guys.
Can I sneak in an
Natural
inspiration?
20.
Never mind.
Yeah!
By the way, I rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1.
Oh, the best kind of advantage.
Whew.
Freaking out.
We've got asthma like our homeboy used to have a name.
Yeah. Radaga will say, you know what? With her fur color and that hood, I think it would work.
Right?
Me?
I mean, it might bring out my eyes a little.
I mean, you are certainly the expert, so I trust any fashion tip you would give us.
100%.
And she will kind of fuss her way across the room, take the crown,
Really hope it's not cursed, guys.
and put it on your head, Chava.
Okay.
Is it talking to Chava?
We've had enough talking inanimate objects in the campaign.
Hey, what's up?
Is the crown also going to send us on a quest to get 4 mystical treasures representing the elements?
They're the 4 anti-elemental keys.
Crown's name is Sparkly Chad.
So she puts the crown on your head, and she kind of puts it down, and then almost immediately gets jealous and picks it up and puts it on her. So jealous she knocks off my glasses.
She knocks her glasses.
And then she kind of silly of me and takes it off and puts it back on you.
Does it bring out my eyes?
How's it look?
Well, I can show you a picture of it.
We're like, not what's it doing, how's it look?
Yeah.
We need to know.
Oh. And those are different colored gems.
Yes. Sorry, my book's in black and white because I'm cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Chava could rock that.
Does it hum magically or anything cool?
For
Yeah,
sure.
what kind of magic am I getting from this?
Oh.
Granny, this is the
Yep.
thing that has transmutation, enchantment, and necromancy.
Oh, all 3 of them. Oh goody.
I see. Yeah, see, I don't really have that. All right, can anyone... Well, we don't have identify or anything, do we?
I could hit it with a hammer, but that seems like a bad idea.
Wait until it's back on her head.
Well, I prefer we don't
Still
put it back on her head.
Right?
Gritty is gonna make eyes at the rest of her party like, I've got an idea. It's risky.
I mean, this whole situation's risky. We're well past risky.
Yeah, but this is pushing it. This is pushing it.
I also have a bad idea, but please. Age first.
All right, hang on. Give me 1 second. Everyone keep complimenting her. Gritty's racking her brain.
I will keep doing what I've been doing.
Okay.
I will get
Listen.
off the bed and kind of like run way back and forth a little bit. Be like, I am certain this must look better on you, but what do you think, Rodaga?
I mean, it does, but you're pulling it off.
Yes? Do the ears above the ears, or should I tuck the ears in?
Oh, above the ears. Below the ears
Above?
makes you look afraid.
Okay.
100%. Again, you get it right.
Granny is going to cast Entangle on Rodaga,
Okay.
and she's gonna tell Hava to run for it.
And that's where we will end for tonight.
Oh!
Yeah, I felt that coming.
Oh, whoops.
I will save my potential disaster for next time. But looking at my character sheet, I also have a crown for her. So if Entangle doesn't work, we'll find out.
Okay.
All right. Good, we got a backup plan.
Tune in next time.
Yeah.
Next time on Home, the gang gets killed by a stone hag.
There's also a giant skeleton in this room.
Oh,
Mm.
Jesus.
Thank you guys for playing tonight. Outros and plugs. Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay Rashu. You can find me on Twitter at Jay Rashu. I mostly just find other people's art, retweet it, because I love finding new artists. I occasionally do some metalworking and some jewelry, so I'll promise I'll start posting some of my own stuff eventually.
Zom.
Hi, I'm Zom. I do a bunch of writing. You can find links to all of it on my website at zombarber.com. And you can find me on Twitter and Tumblr and an archive of our own. I'm at Zombalog all over the place, so go follow me there. I usually post updates whenever I post any piece of writing, so you get notified.
Cool. Mira.
All right. Hi, I am Mira. My heart is currently racing. It's a great end of episode. You can find me on Instagram at Nerds and Birds, on Twitter at Birds and Nerds. I post art, mostly digital art. Got some cool pieces in the works, so be on the lookout for that.
Marty.
Yes, I am Marty. I am guest no more.
Woo!
And I will slowly consume the cast until there is only one. That's not true.
Wait, what?
That's
I don't
fine.
have
This.
I don't have that power.
Hang on, backtrack.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not going to get high enough level to get that power.
Just instead slowly assimilate into every single group.
I mean, I'm on my way. Yeah, you can catch me here pretty soon, 5 days a week, it feels like. So just keep watching this channel.
24-hour D&D.
24 hours.
That'd be great.
We never stop.
It's a marathon.
Just rotate out so others can sleep.
Yeah, that's my plug. Here.
I'm Andy Hatton, at Andy Hatton on Twitter, twitch.tv/God of Roads, YouTube/God of Roads. Next week, I'll be back with Bar Crawl and special guest Zom. Will be rejoining them as Nova as they go to the Shadowfell city of Evernight. It sounds lovely.
Sounds dark.
It really does.
Yeah.
I get a taste of our medicine.
Yep. Thank
That's
you
right,
guys.
I'm bringing a gun.
Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you, everyone.
Wait, is that the
watching.
gunshot I heard? That's Chekhov's gunshot, by the way. I'm still waiting to hear more on that.
We will
I
talk
apologize.
about it.
Although I do have to say, so far, Chava is the only Tabaxi to hear a gunshot and not freak out.
Damn. They're native to my plane. Apologies, Andrew. Finish your outro.
That was it.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody. Thank you very much.